Hi, I'm Paula at Tri-State Sewing and Quilting, and I sat down to my PFAFF Creative 3.0, and I'm going to go ahead and put this foot on. This is a narrow edge foot, and it's perfect to use the built-in IDT on the back there, and it's got a flange in the middle. This actually works for a couple of different things. I'm going to go ahead and rethread the machine to something that matches my fabric here. It's kind of a wine dark red. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and rethread the top. Actually, I thought I needed to wind a bobbin, but I found one. That was a great moment because I have lots of bobbins in the back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and thread this up. And I'm going to show you. Now, I've had some people wanting to do narrow hemming, but it was like a napkin or something. And so I'm going to show you how I would do it with this foot, okay? So I went over to my iron first and pressed, and I think I pressed like a 1/4 inch in, but now I'm going to go ahead and bring it over so it's double, okay? And now I have the zigzag throat plate on here, and I'm going to take straight stitch, and I'm actually going to move my needle over here a little bit. I'm going to set the foot down. So I want the needle to move over far enough so that when I go down, that looks good. So this flange is going to be on the fold, and I'm going to sew beside it. And I've actually got it set at 3.0 because I like that when I'm doing a top stitch, okay? Take your time. And then I've done wider hems with the same foot for like napkins. I had reverse, you know, 2 sides reversible napkins. But if you only want one, so you can see it's folded. Oh, just a minute. I have to lift this up because I have to bring this other part in first. All right. So I should have done this first. So I'm going to fold this in. Okay, that. If you remember to do that first. So I'm going to fold this over again so I have a double fold. And I'm going to finger press it. I should have grabbed an iron to have over here with me, but I didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I don't know if you can see this. Maybe I should be up here to do it. So I'm folding it over. And this is kind of starchy fabric. It's something that I had, but now I've got just a little bit in my stash. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. Now I've got both sides folded over twice, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put my needle down. I think I want it at 2.0 here. Okay, needle down, and you stop to make sure that you have a good position of your fabric. Now I need to look to see if you can see me in there. Okay, so like I said, I saw something this morning a friend of mine had sent me, and this is how I would do it, okay? Make sure you start with a sharp needle. I actually have a titanium needle in here. And then I've already done this side, so I'm going to do a cut, and then I'm going to go back to the 2 other sides I didn't do it. Okay, so down here, and I probably should have, let me see if I can, okay, I pulled some of that out, because it's nice to have the corner work out, right? All right, so I fold this twice, and I'm just trying to get this, okay, I've got it. So now I'm going to go ahead and sew that, and you could do a tie off, that way you'd, okay, now I'm going to keep going. And you have to watch with the needle down because I want to be right on the edge of the fabric, okay? But if you're using thread to match, this is a beautiful narrow hem. It isn't a narrow rolled hem, but it's a beautiful narrow hem for napkins, okay? But you do want to lengthen your stitch. I want my stitches to look professional like the store-bought instead of homemade. If you make them too short, it'll look homemade. I would rather somebody say, hey, where'd you get that? Instead of say, oh, you made that. Yeah, that's just me. Okay, just about done here. So I've got one more to do here, okay? So I hope that helps anybody that was wanting to do that. I do have the feet. I have lots of PFAFF feet to sell, and I have the experience. I worked with PFAFF for almost 32 years. I love my PFAFF. And I'm working with exquisite thread that we sell. Okay, so I'm just about done here. So I'm going to go ahead and tie that off at the end, okay? Now I'm going to show it to you. Ready? Okay, so this is with the narrow edge foot. And of course you'd cut that thread off. That's the back, and here's the top. Thank you for watching. I'm Paula at Tri-State Sewing and Quilting. Stop in and see. I have a whole store full of supplies that I need to sell. I got fabrics, scissors, lots of notions, creative grid rulers. I have lots of stuff. PFAFF embroidery, hoops,